Oh, yeah. Or as we like to say when Monty's on the show, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Data Distiller Masterclass series. We are with Monty Rahman. And if you know we're with Monty, we're talking about an API. We're talking about a join. Geez, it's good to have you back on the show. I can't believe how fast these days go by, man. I just saw you a couple of days ago. You look good, brother.
Thank you. Happy to be here. You know, another Thursday, another masterclass.
Another Thursday, another class. It's crazy. I wanted to be thoughtful on this class. I mean, we're getting so many questions around joining and querying Excel files, multiple tabs in a file. As we kind of go through this journey, it always amazes me what questions we get asked. And so I reached out to Monty and I said, hey, Monty, for this show, why don't we spin up an Excel file and show everyone how easy it is to open up a file and query 2 pages. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, so many people use Excel to get data done, and Monty is going to just show us how easy it is. But before we have Monty share his screen, Monty, everyone's asking for this. What are your thoughts? Like, I mean, so many people live in Excel. I mean, so to be able to delight with this, just riff with me on this part before we show the work.
It's actually a super important thing, you know. In an XLSX file, you'll have multiple sheets. You know, you'll have the first one which you open up, and then people get locked into that. But you have more data inside, like deeper levels in different sheets, and you want to have them work together. You can, with DDR, you can identify those sheets, tell it, hey, you know, I'm not looking at just sheet number 1 or tab number 1. I'm going to look at 2, 3, or 4. Hey, you just type in the name of that sheet and you'll get some access to it.
And I think what Monty, and I've asked Monty to show a few things. One is Monty's going to show how easy it is to query join. But I think the second part is how do you share? And collaboration is a big deal for DataStandr. And I think you're going to show us, if I remember right, you're going to show us the API and how to Slack it to someone. Did I hear that right?
Yep. I'll give you just a code snippet. You can share that, Slack that, email it, and then the guy receives it, types it in. Boom, they have everything we're going to work on today. They'll see it right there, right in front of them.
So everything we're going to work on. So we're gonna share a screen because I think it's important to everyone sees. Again, this is the DataDistillr Masterclass series. We're going to show join, but today we're going to be focusing on Excel files, joining pages. All right, awesome. So Monty, so I think what we're seeing here, it looks to me, Monty, right? It looks like we have a project open right now. And have you loaded yet the file into the project?
The data is loaded. It's preloaded. Cool. I have this prepared.
And so how do I know that? So it looks like on the left side, right? It just everyone that's watching this, okay, we've got the file loaded, right? So that's fabulous. So I see it and I'm seeing, lots of information. You want to walk us through what I'm seeing on that tree?
Yeah, so in this nav tree, you know, it identifies the columns that we are working with. So in our file, in our sheet, we have a first name column, an ID, an identifier, a last name.
Oh, that's great.
The donation amount, their zip code, the year of their donation.
I love it. It's just like a whole different way of looking at a file. So right now we have that file, but what I'm looking at on that left side are all the rows, which is pretty cool. All the columns, I mean. All right, so now I see on the top, I see a tab is open. What am I looking at right now? The first query.
This is our query that we're going to use to access a specific sheet. So
okay,
in our query, we define the sheet name. In the Excel file, you can name your sheets to help you recognize them.
Okay.
Is this the sheet for it? We can tell DDR, hey, the sheet name is equal to this particular sheet.
Okay, got it.
Info, and then we can, let's see this in action.
So now we're querying that sheet, and man, that's fast. I know there's tons of data. That's just fast. I love to see the performance of the tool. That is super fast. All right, so walk me through what am I seeing here?
So as we saw in the nav tree, the first name, the ID, the last name, all of that pops up in our query result window.
Okay, got it.
Here we can visualize it. We can get a deeper understanding. We can, you know, say, hey, we have AJ Patel ID 77 at this address, and we can just go from there.
Got it. So that's the Excel file tab 1.
Tab one. Yep. Sheet
now,
name.
I want to look at sheet 2. How do I get sheet 2?
So here we have our sheet 2, which is wealth. So sheet 1, info, sheet 2, wealth. We define it, run our query, and now, bingo, we have their wealth data.
Right. So once again, on the left side on the upload, that upload had multiple sheets. So we uploaded once. Now we're on sheet 2, and sheet 2 has the additional information, right? And what we want to do is take now sheet 1 information, sheet 2, and probably what do you think? Joining on, what are we gonna join it on?
So if you guys remember in sheet 1, there was an ID identifier column.
Yep. Yes. Okay. Got it.
Sheet 2 has that ID. So that is going to be our merging point. That is the commonality between our two XLS sheets.
Great.
There
Love
we can
it.
jump.
Now
So
let's see it. So now sheet 3 is the join, correct? So that's the join code of joining based on that ID.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So what we have here is the first sheet that we had, info. We say, hey, I want to join the info IDs with the wealth IDs. And then now I can have them together. So I have all of my data all in one place.
Right.
And it makes it a lot easier for me to access and to share.
I love it. Well, I think we talked about share. Now, so many people share Excel files. I love that we're going to do some manipulation inside DataDistillr. I want to get a copy of this query, right? Not the file. I want to get a copy of the query. How do I get it?
Yeah, you're interested in the results. You want
Yeah,
to
that's
say,
all I want is results. Yep.
what I would do then is I would manage this API access, scroll down to the project, which is our sheet join demo, scroll down to the tab that we were working on.
Okay.
And then it depends, do I want to share you a general endpoint, a Python, PySpark,
Oh, that is so cool.
PHP, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever it's going to downstream, whatever their language of
Great.
choice is, their preference, we cater to that.
So I can get it in a Python like you're seeing here, and you can see HR, PHP. I mean, what I love is so many people code in different languages, and I love the fact that you can use DataDistillr to join those multiple pages, then ship it out to Python or R, PHP. It's exceptional. So I think one more thing, if you can close out of this, what I think would be interesting here is you see the data sources. Just to remind everybody, you want to just show how you can add an API. We don't have to go through it, but let's just say you have it. Now you want to add an API, and we're working with there's a JDBC driver, we can connect to that API. So when you click on API and we want to add something, it's super easy to add APIs. I think right now we're just showing up, and this is kind of the form you fill out. So what I love is I know we're talking right now about Excel, but hey, we're here. If people want to enrich their files, very easy to go to the API, add the API, take that information. Now we're not going to do it today, but you then can query, of course, the API and the Excel file. It's great stuff. Yeah. Monty, man, love having you on the show. Love the constant updates you give us. I think what we should do is, again, go back to that project, because I think it's super important. You see there's all these projects, and we're going to go, and I love the color. I love the yellow color. So here's, again, the project on the left side. Again, on the upload to one file, we're going to kind of grab in that file all the columns, and then you can kind of do your SQL, right? Standard SQL magic to make the joins work. No, I love it. Thanks for being on the show, brother.
As always, happy to be here.
And I think last week we did Datadog and Airtable. I know Laura's working on visualization. Maybe next week we'll keep doing this. We'll throw some visualization to the audience. I think that could be pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Excited. Yeah. A lot of exciting new stuff coming up.
No, absolutely. So again, this is the DataDistillr Masterclass series. Today was about Excel joins, and I was very excited that Monty, once again, my main man, is on the show sharing the knowledge. Monty, you good again next Thursday, same time?
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll keep everyone updated on what's new with DDR and all the exciting new features.
I love it. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Thanks for being on the show, Monty. Oh, and you can visit us at datadistillr.com, and you can also download our app from the Oracle Marketplace. We'll see you soon, and we'll see you next week, and we'll get you some visualizations next week.